Voters have been bombarded with a flood of ads, and it can be hard to tell who is paying for them, Ashley.
Yeah, KVUE's Daniel Perot caught up with State Representative James Talarico on the campaign trail in San Marcos. He's joining us live. And Daniel, that vagueness is by design.
That's right, Ashley and Darrenisha. It's what's known as dark money, and we're seeing it quite heavily right now in both the Democratic and Republican primaries in this high-stakes U.S. Senate race. What we're talking about here are some big money donations that are fueling attack ads against all these candidates in this final stretch before next Tuesday.
This is truly a campaign of, by, and for the people.
Democratic U.S. Senate candidate, State Representative James Talarico has been plenty critical of corporate PAC money, dark money, and billionaires' influence in politics.
A handful of billionaires have redesigned our politics for their own profit.
But like many campaigns, Talarico has super PACs supporting him. They are politically active nonprofit groups that don't have to disclose major donors like other political groups do.
One person's dark money is another person's free speech, and this is legally spent money.
Lone Star Rising, a PAC supporting Talarico, raised $6.1 million between January 1st and February 11th. More than half of that came from a political action committee who got its money from a dark money group. Under federal law, campaigns and super PACs cannot coordinate.
It does create this real moral gray area about where money's coming from, how it's being spent.
On Monday, Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett's campaign team targeted Talarico, saying a donor to his super PAC supporting him was connected to the late sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein. When asked about it, Talarico said he's focused on running a positive campaign and doesn't want to tear down Democrats.
I don't know anything about outside groups that and what they do. I'm focused on the campaign that I'm running.
The PAC supporting Crockett, Texas Forward, did not spend until after the deadline that would force it to disclose donors before March 3rd. So for now, that's effectively anonymous. The three Republican candidates use them as well. Lately, pro-Cornyn PACs have been going after Wesley Hunt.
They want to try to delegitimize that campaign and get the Hunt voters to come over and support Cornyn instead of Paxton.
Big-time investments in dark money in the final sprint to March 3rd. Crockett called on Talarico to denounce that super PAC that got the big donation from somebody with ties to Jeffrey Epstein. When given a chance to do that by reporters today, he did not do that. He said instead the focus should be on getting to the bottom of the Jeffrey Epstein case. Live in San Marcos, Daniel Perot, KVUE News.